Hey Lovies, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're returning Sevi, welcome back, honey. If you're just passing by, I hope you like what you see and become part of the family. So guys, in today's video, I'm actually doing things that I learned in my 20s. So guys, in the comment box, just tell me what have you learned in your 20s? Even in your 30s, 40s, 50s, we learn from each other, guys, so that we don't make the same mistakes, or so that we learn from other people's learnings and apply them in our lives. You never know, what works for you might also be an additional working mechanism for me, or things that I need to take cognizance of that I wasn't really being aware of. So guys, let us get straight into the video. So guys, as you know, like I always say, I record with my phone, so I'll be looking at my notepad because I wrote the pointers down, so don't mind me looking on the side or looking down. So let us get straight into the video. So the first pointer that I wrote is that life doesn't wait for you to be okay. Guys, truly speaking, typically, let's say today you wake up maybe angry or you wake up sad. Unfortunately, the world doesn't wait for you to be okay. The world still continues. Life continues. People still go to work. People still go to wherever they need to go. Like, the time also is still moving. It's not waiting for you to be okay. So if you're not okay, guys, what you need to do is you need to allow yourself feel the emotions, but don't wallow in pity for a long period of time. Then you pick up yourself, you dust yourself, and then you move on, because for the longer that you stay in those wallowing emotions, it's the more time that you're losing and the more time that the world is going forward. So like I say, the world is not going to wait for you to be okay. So why keep on wallowing in self-pity or wallowing in not being okay? Life happens, guys, but you need to learn the art of picking yourself up when life happens. It's not every day that you'll be able to pick up yourself instantly, and it's easier said than done, but you need to do that for your own betterment. I hope I'm making sense. Moving to the next one is, never force anyone to choose you. You need to learn the art of spending time with yourself. That's why it's always important that, guys, you love yourself more than you love other people, because truly speaking, if you're going to be putting people first than yourself, that's where you will always not be okay when people are not choosing you. And you need to understand that people are not just going to always prioritize you as you prioritize them in life, and that is okay. So you need to always understand that you need to be your first gatekeeper. I don't know how better to put it, but you need to be your number one cheerleader, so that when people do not choose you, it's okay, let them go. And those that want to choose you, let them come. So whether people stay, whether people go, you should be able to be fine with that. Because now people, that's where they end up being, having self-doubt, having self-pity, losing their confidence, having low self-esteem, because they rely too much on people. And when people are not there, they just feel like, I'm not good enough. If you will always be good enough for those that want to be part of your life, and you will never be good enough for those that don't want. So that's why I say, be your own first cheerleader. Be good enough for yourself, so that no matter what other people think, you are always your first priority. I hope I'm making sense. And then the next one is master your emotions. That one, I cannot stress it any further, or I don't know how much can I stress it out or emphasize it. If you learn the art of staying calm or in managing your emotions, you learn the art of emotional intelligence. So what does it mean? It means that you need to be able to control your emotions, because yes, we are people, we react to things, but imagine yourself, for example, you are in a work environment, for example, and then you just get angry. You get angry to a point that you can control yourself and you end up being physical with somebody. You're going to lose your job. So you need to learn the art of being calm so that you can also see things objectively, because when you are high in emotions, you are not objective, you end up being subjective, and you don't end up seeing things correctly. You end up your judgment becomes clouded. So you need to then take a breather. If, let's say, for example, you are angry, you need to take a breather, breathe twice, or rather keep quiet if somebody has antagonized you, and then you then go back to the person and say, you know what, I didn't like what you did, 1 2 3 didn't sit with me, and then that's how you address it. But you need to learn to be calm so that you can handle things better in life, because being reactive sometimes clouds your judgment. I hope you still with me, you still with me, you still with me. I hope you still writing those comments so that we can learn from you guys too. The next one is to avoid disappointment. You need to take people for who they are and not for what you want them to be. 120%. If a person shows you the first time who they are or who they truly are, please believe them, guys. Please believe them. Yes, in life we want to give people chances. We want to give people, benefit of the doubt. But always listen to your instincts. If your instinct is telling you for the first time that this person, for example, is wrong, this person is wrong for you guys. You can never be wrong. It's like a child. Have you seen how children behave around people? Children have that thing of sensing a person's energy, if whether a person has a good heart or not. You'd see if a child is free around people, that means, okay, the people that are around the child is happy with, they are free-spirited, they are, good people. But the child, if the child is restless around people or certain individual, then you need to know that this person is not good. So a similar thing applies to life. If a person shows you for the first time that they don't prioritize you, for example, and you prioritize them, please believe them that they will never prioritize you in their life. You are just maybe an option, or you are just a time passer. So you need to then believe them. We need to stop this thing of making excuses for people. That's why we then drag people that do not have to be in our lives for a long period of time. And then it then hinders what? Certain achievements that we need to achieve in life, certain blessings that need to come, because we are harboring, I would say, thieves. We're harboring those thieves. So guys, you need to let people go. Believe them when they show you that, you know what, they are bad, they are good. If they are good for you, good shot, that's a good thing. That's why you always need to pray for what? Even the people that you're in your life, so that you ask God, you know what, I need you to please keep the right people in my life, and those that don't need to be in my life, they need to go. And then you will see, those that are meant to stay will stay. Those that were meant to be seasonal, they will pass. And that is okay, guys, because there is a reason why people are there in our lives. There are those that are there to teach us lessons, there are those that are seasonal, and there are those that are actually meant to be with us for the long time of our journeys. So we need to differentiate that. And then the next one is, it ties up to what I just said. It says, everyone will show you who they are, just give them time. Nobody pretends forever. It's like a guy who wants a girl, or who wants to sleep with a girl but is not what willing to say it up front that I want to sleep with you. Let me tell you guys, yeah, the first time or a couple of times he will pretend and pretend that he loves you or whatever, but until he gets intimate with you, then he will leave you, because what, he can no longer pretend he got what he wanted and he's not there for love. So that's why you need to then be careful in terms of who do you bring closer to your personal space. But guys, unfortunately in life, people are not written on their foreheads whether this person is good, whether this person has bad intentions, or this person, you know, is just here for a short period of time, or this person is just here to teach you a lesson. Unfortunately, it doesn't happen like that. Unfortunately, you always have to have your guard up, but also not restricting yourself, because sometimes you'll be missing out in good people in life because now you're building this wall. But you just need to learn to be cautious and careful. I hope I'm making greater sense. We are learning, we learn. And I think these lessons, guys, are also based on experiences that we experience in life. That's why I'm telling you all of these things, because you see things and you're like, oh damn, did that just really happen? Did that person just do that? So people can pretend for such a long time. People do pretend, hey? So the next one is, you are at peace when you mind your own business. Very, very true. I know we are people, and there is no way we will love, you know, dog business. I hope that makes sense. We are people, so we will love, you know, things that are related to people. But I think this means that you need to master the art of not getting involved in things that do not concern you, because you'll end up being left in people's fights that you don't even know of, or you'll be dragged into things that you were not supposed to be dragged into. So you need to differentiate, or you need to understand that people's business is their business. So whether people tell you their business, that's fine. If people choose to not tell you their business, then it's fine. You don't go poking into people's business and say, oh, I saw this, I saw that. If somebody doesn't tell you something, then that means that they don't want you to know. If they wanted you to know, they would have told you. So guys, you need to master the art of staying out of people's business. If they want you to be part of their business, they will include you. And it also teaches you that you need to be what? How can I say? You need to focus on your own life. Check how many people focus on other people's business, and you'll check how far they are not in life, because you are focusing, for example, on Lebohang. You're focusing on what Lebohang does, what Lebohang drinks, what Lebohang goes to, and you're not focusing on your own goals, on your own life. And when you don't focus on your own life, you are losing time. That's where now, if you have kids, people will end up asking you, your kids will end up asking you, where were you when Lebohang was busy, you know, hustling? And now you don't even have an answer. So you need to stay out of people's business. Focus on your business. Focus on your life. That's when your life will move ahead. You will then, like, for example, and we see these things maybe in villages and kokasi. And in the burbs, I don't think maybe they happen, but they're seldom, because people, they, you know, build big walls. Everybody's minding their own business. So you'd see, for example, maybe your neighbor is jealous, maybe the mother there is jealous that the next door child, you know, is doing well at school and their child is very rebellious and whatever. It also instills those things of you start, you know, because now you are envying people. You are now you know, because now you're not happy that the other person is succeeding. But now the question is, how will you succeed? Because you are not focusing on fixing your problem, which is your child, and seeing what the matter is and putting them in the correct direction. You are focusing on now, you know, the next door child's life. You're seeing how can you destroy it. So guys, we need to master that art of, you know what, ke focus a bophelong baka hore bophelo baka bo tswele pele, so that what ke tseba ho bona hore na ke na le bokamoso bo jwang, o kgawane le ditaba tsa batho ba bang. Because now taba tsa batho ba bang o tlo sala o bahlame o le mong mono, motho yena o ntsa tswela pele o ntsa ha bokamoso, wena o setse morao mono o setse o maketse. The next one, ensure that you take good care of yourself. If anything happens to you, the world will move on. Truly speaking, that is very true, guys. You know, our mental health are very important. Our health is very important. Our emotional well-being, spiritual well-being is very important. Like when we say, you know, job satisfaction or self-actualization, it means that you need to have a whole full circle. It doesn't just have to be work-related. You know, yes, we are here in the world, you know, trying to get money, trying to be successful in everything. But how are you going to enjoy that success if you are not taking care of your own, you know, spiritual health, your physical health, your mental health, and your, all those, you know, health and health and health. I hope I'm making sense. So what do you need to do? You need to eat healthy, you need to exercise, you need to find new hobbies, you need to, you know, find relaxing methods, you need to take time out. If you're working, you need to, you know, take leave. If you can take vacation. You need to do all of those things, because truly speaking, once people go, you die today. Yes, people are going to be hurt, people are going to be crying, but let me tell you, those that are not family, even before you are 6 feet underground, will have maybe forgotten about you and they are moving on with their lives. If you're at work, even before you're 6 feet under, the job is advertised. Unfortunately, life needs to go on, the company needs to go on, and you know, you're gone. And then once you're buried, yes, your family members will continue crying because they're in the healing process, but people who knew you have already forgotten about you. They'll just remember here and there when, you know, memories of you are coming up or people are talking about you. But yeah, so imagine that you're chasing this money, you're chasing the corporate ladder, you're chasing everything, luxury, all these nice things, but you're not taking care of your mental health, you're not taking care of your physical health. It will deteriorate, and when it deteriorates, you're going to end up what? Sick, gone, and people will just forget about you. You'll be gone like a blink of an eye. That's the sad realities of life, unfortunately. The next one, nobody owes you anything, including the world. Baby girl, baby boy, the world owes you nothing. So you need to stop expecting anything from anyone. Like, expectations are what kill us or what break us as people, because now maybe you did something for somebody and then now you expect them to do the same thing for you. No, honey, no. Just because you did it, yes, you did it because you wanted to do it, but the next person might not be like you, so they won't do it for you. And when they don't do it for you, you need to accept that, you know what, this person is not doing it for me, or when I'm in need, this person is not there. So you need to stop having expectations about people. And when you don't have expectations about people, then you won't get hurt, then you won't get broken, and you will just be fine. If somebody does something for you, if somebody supports you, you'll be happy. If somebody doesn't support you, you'll be happy. You know, good or bad, you will still be happy. Now, if you're relying too much on people and those people are not there, then you're just going to fall. It's like a wall. If you're putting yourself against the wall and the wall decides to fall, you're going to fall. So you need to learn the art of standing alone, and expecting nothing from anybody, then you will be able to be okay in life. But I know it's not easy not having, it's different compared to having a support system. Yes, in life we need a support system, but it's different when you have now expectations. When you have expectations, it's like you want people to treat you the way you treat them. And unfortunately, people don't have the same hearts as you have. That's just unfortunate. The next one, guys, is do not think the way you think and treat people, they will treat you the same way. Definitely. Like I just explained, just because you helped somebody doesn't mean that when you are in need, they will help you. It doesn't happen that way. People have different way of looking at life. They think that people think that there are people that think that they're entitled to things, and there are people that have good hearts and they will always have that good heart. So it's like the Bible says, when you do good forever. So don't ever change your personality because of people. Yes, you just need to be cautious in order to protect your own mental health and well-being, but do not have that expectation that if today you help whoever, that tomorrow when you are in need of help, that person will come and help you. No. Some people, yes, they will stick right through because they are loyal to you and because they really have genuine love and they have built a true relationship with you. But some people won't do that because people like things when they are like you when they are benefit from you, or when they have things that are beneficial for them. So you need to always remember that. The next one, nobody cares, work hard to get better every day. After all, you are on your own. Truly speaking, the only person that you need to compete with is the person in the mirror. You need to be better than you were yesterday, than you were 5 years ago, than you were 10 years ago. You need to, compete with that person. If you're going to be there and competing with people, or you are there working hard, nobody cares really. You should be the only one who cares because you want a better life for yourself. You want to be better than you were yesterday. So that's why I'm saying nobody cares really. Nobody cares how much or how hard you were working. Yes, it will inspire people, but it matters to you. What matters to you, it doesn't matter to other people. So that's why you need to always guard what matters to you. Nothing good comes on a silver platter. Darling, that one, I don't know how to stress that. The trial, when they say when it rains it pours? That's true. Before something good comes, there will always be those testers, those trials and tribulations. If it comes easy, let me tell you, then it's not good. Because you can never have anything that is good on a silver platter. You need to fight for everything good that you have. Check out the most successful people in this life that are very famous that we know, your Bill Gates, your whatever. They started from nothing, but they had to fight. That's why it said Rome is not built in a day. So to get to that Rome, you need to fight. You need to, take steps. You need to climb that ladder. You need to swim in that ocean. You need to, pick up yourself, dust yourself when you're not okay, when the world is still moving on. You need to do that because good things are hard to find and good things do not come by easily. And then the next one is, if possible, start saving while you are young. I know a lot of People, would complain about black tax, which is a valid point, but I think the problem with us is that we tend to think that in order to save, you need to save hundreds and thousands of rands, and that's not true. That 200 that you're able to save, remember, we don't earn same salaries, we don't maybe make same money in business, we do not come from same families, we come from different backgrounds, so our financials, we won't be the same. So what do you need to do? You need to just check if you're able to save 100 rand. That 100 rand today may seem like nothing, but at a later stage when you need it, it will come in handy for you. So you need to start building those, that emergency fund, that investment, all of those things. Because, like, for example, if we check out how much we as people spend out on takeouts, imagine if you had to take that money and save it, how much would it be within a year or in years to come? Like, if you're in varsity, the amount of money that your parents send to you, and it's even worse in varsity, we sometimes talk lies to our parents and say, oh, I need textbook to do photosynthesis. So yeah, to do that photosynthesis, it's because you want what? You want to go to Groove, you want maybe clothes to fit in with your peers. But imagine if you were smart and you took that money every time. Maybe let's say you lied, you took a certain portion of that money, or even if you don't lie but you're given money, you take a certain portion of that money and you save it, and then by the time maybe you start working, you can buy yourself things for your new apartment. You can, without having to go into debt. I think that's where the cycle of debt comes in, because we do not master the art of, investing while we still can. And I understand somebody will say, how do you invest when you don't have anything? When you don't have anything, that's a different story. But when you have something, that small thing, that 50 rand, that anything, save it. It might come handy in one day. The next one, free yourself from society's advice. Most of them have no idea of what they are doing. Truly speaking, we are all out here trying to make ourselves as if we are the masters of our lives. And truly speaking, there is no manual to this life. As much as there is no manual of being a parent, you learn every day as you go. Even life, it's like that. You are learning every day. You can never master anything. So people come here on social media having their opinions, or not even just on social media, in society in general. People have so much opinions or advices to give to people, but do they apply those advices in their own lives? Most people don't, because they don't know what they are doing. Every day, everybody is just trying to figure out life. So don't be fooled or be threatened by people thinking that, oh, this one is all put together. Moto every day nza try or making a sukubueli. And the last pointer is put everything in God's hands and learn to pray for everything that you do in life. Guys, I think that is the biggest pointer that I've ever learned, and I still continue to live by every day. In this world, we fight in battles that are known and unknown, physical and spiritual, and there are certain battles that we all have experienced that we know God has fought for us, and there are certain ones that we don't know about, which are spiritual realms that are running within us, that God is fighting for us at the background. That's why you need to learn the art of always praying, because people out there believe in different things and use things for different things. I remember just recently, in December, there was a video circulating or a post circulating on social media or platforms where there was a bottle with a lady's photo where it was dark and there was a note, and it was saying that this person wanted to tie this person's, future, and then this person should disappear and never be found. I'm not sure if the person has been found. So imagine there are those people that use what traditional medicine, which should be used to be healing people, but they use it for witchcraft. So you need to learn to pray every time. Even when you feel the urge of praying right now, pray. You should never be ashamed of praying. I know there might be atheists, I don't know what do they believe in, but I know certainly they don't believe in God. But whatever they believe in, then do it. But I'm saying, if for my life and what I have learned is that God is the master of everything. He's the one who has the last say in everything. So in order to invite him into your life or things that you do, you need to pray. And you need to be specific in terms of when you pray to him. Like, for example, when you're asking for something, you need to be specific. That's one thing also that I've learned, that you need to be very, very specific and particular with God when you pray. Yes, and we need to be patient when praying, because God hears us, but he will answer us at the right time, at the appointed time. So we need to master that also. And during our waiting season, we need to go through the journey and appreciate it. Because during that waiting season, yes, it may seem like life is dark and everything, but you need to appreciate that waiting season, guys. I know I just turned into Mom Fundisi, and this is where I wrap it up. I hope you like this video. Don't forget to comment below and tell me what are the things that you learned in your 20s, what in your 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s. We have people in the 70s, so forth. Guys, we learn from each other. Like I said earlier on, things that you learned might be things that I haven't learned or I'm still to learn. Then maybe there are things that I could apply in my life and avoid, or vice versa. Here it's a platform of learning. We share things and we are good to go. So guys, don't forget to like, don't forget to comment, don't forget to subscribe, but most of all, I will see you in my next video. Love you guys. Bye.